Technology, wonderful.
This does waiting
It's on.
on mine.
Jasmine, how do you spell your last name now?
McMillan.
Memphis Rocks. So are we on now?
Yes, we are on and we're recording and streaming.
Okay.
Read the police as pleasure.
I'm gonna say the pledge
Carrie.
All right.
If he never has to read the paper. Here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I wonder what that owl's thinking when there's noise coming from everywhere.
Several faces.
Brandon, that notice in front of you is just, so you can
This?
keep, that pink one,
Pink.
you can keep for the normal meetings
Okay.
and read when there's people here.
Okay.
But also it's just information so you guys know that the live stream can start a little bit early sometimes.
Okay. All right, so we'll bring this meeting to order to discuss the 2026 budget and obviously the salaries that make up the budget, so. Do you have anything you need to show us before we go?
I have a lot of things, but do you wanna, are we on salary or are we on budget?
We're on salaries,
Okay,
so.
I don't, tried to look up some median, wages for the different positions that we have here. If anybody's interested in that, we have that. And then, of course, we have what the current salaries are. Outside of that, we don't. Do you want me to read you what I do have?
Sure.
You have the current in front of you.
Yeah. That's for everyone, ordinance 2024-8 is the current.
And I just basically tried to search. I wanted to search further, but I haven't at this time. Like with some of the towns surrounding, like maybe Mona or Walton, towns of similar size, because this is an Indiana median wage. So that could be cities or towns, although I did Google it for towns, but the sheriff, deputy sheriffs per hour is like $25 an hour. So they're not real far off from that. Deputy clerk is $21.22 an hour. Clerk is anywhere between 60 and 80 is the median, but the lowest is like 44.2, the height, and the average is 82,000. I'm assuming some of those are for cities, because that seems kind of high for here. Water superintendent, the lowest is 65,200, and the average is 94,800. Sewer is lowest is 63,800, and the average is 93,700. And again, I did Google towns, but I'm assuming that's cities and towns, because it was for Indiana. It wasn't national averages, because those were a little bit higher on all of those.
What was the water superintendent?
The water superintendent, the lowest on the range was 65,200, and the average was 94,800. did say on all of these, of course, it did note that it's hard to give an estimate based on, you have your tax base, where your revenue comes from, and then everybody's expenses are different, so it is hard to get a true average.
So can you tell these guys what you told me about what may be coming down the pipe as far as what the state's gonna tell us we can't do, what we may lose?
On local income tax, which is where a lot of our revenue comes from, by 2027 is the last year for local income tax. They're phasing that out. But they're implementing some new tax situations as well. But all of local income tax will be gone as of 2027. And so your public safety is going away, and they're not even replacing it. That's the bad part, because public safety right now can be used for the police or fire. They're replacing it with one that is just fire and EMS. So that's a concern. Because right now some of those wages for the police are coming out of that lieu of public safety, so that's something to keep in mind. If you could give me 1 second, I want to grab so I can see. Maybe I can tell you better what they're replacing those things with, and what the time frame is.
I'm guessing that means we don't have to stop paying for all income taxes.
Yeah, it's just another Rob Peter pay Paul thing.
Nah, he's good.
So he's minimum wages for the water and the sewer. My question would be, how many years of experience do those people have to make that kind of money?
That's right, absolutely, Tim.
You know, did they get there at this rate at 30 years?
Yeah, they didn't start there.
Right, they didn't start there.
Right.
You know, and it's a stair-step thing, you know, you just don't jump right into a $130,000 job, you know, unless you're a doctor, I guess, in a sense.
For a lawyer.
A lawyer. Brad? No.
Yeah.
Jasmine. But yeah, I agree, Tim, that's something that we need to consider too, that's, yeah.
Yeah, what's our benefits? Here's pretty good benefits.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know any that's any better.
Okay, so you have all of our normal local income tax are going away, and that is the new ones. They're phasing those out from 25, 26, and 27, and then 2028, they have new ones that they're bringing in. They have the county services, the fire protection and EMS. They have a non-municipal, which is libraries and stuff like that. And then they have municipalities with a population less than 3,500 and municipalities with a population of 3,500 or more. And they're setting a max rate on those of 1.2%. So the county will retain 75% of that 1.2%, is what it sounded like to me. Which then you have to petition, we'll have to petition the county to get our portion of those taxes. Like, I assume it's like now, how the county gets the money and then they send us what our portion is of the local income taxes. So that's just something that's changing, and that we have to petition them. My understanding was by July 1st of 2027. But, and anytime after, so January 1st to July 1st in 2027 would be the time to petition. We already discussed previously the community crossings matching grant and the real taxes and all of that. They are the maximum levy growth quotient. So if you're in an area where your city is growing fairly quickly, you might have a higher growth quotient. They actually estimated that recently the growth quotient was 5.6%, but the government's capped it at 4%. So they're going to continue to monitor that maximum levy growth quotient and keep it capped too. So that has bearing on it, because otherwise you could, you would be getting more based on that, your growth, you'd be getting more money for that too. So that's something that they're doing, is capping that. Personal property, they're changing also. They're getting rid of their standard deduction. They're implementing a standard deduction, if I understood properly, and bringing in a supplemental homestead deduction, but getting rid of the homestead one that we have currently. And those percentages are changing, so I can get everybody a copy of this page that kind of shows what's going away and what they're implementing.
I thought you had a 3-year list that showed what we were going to lose.
I do have that, yes, also. It was,
So it doesn't just affect us, you have schools, everybody.
yeah, it's every city and town.
And I can see in 3 years. That's a lot.
So what do they do with that money? What do they do with that money?
What do they do with it? It amounted to about $100,000 for us over 3 years. Where are you gonna get $100,000 out of your budget?
This has all of the cities, towns, and townships, it looks like, and schools in Cass County. What we would normally get, our net amount that we would get in tax money, let's see this, is, like for 2025, $266,711. But then the normal process that they go through next, in 2026, we would have gotten $286,876. But with the new system and where they're phasing things out, we'll only get $269,166. So there was a drop there. They said they're averaging 3% drop per year in 26 and 27, and then 28 is like a 14% drop. So then in 2027, the way things are currently, we would have stood to bring in maybe $303,483, but the new system is only $284,833. And these are all estimates, so.
So we're not really going backwards, we're just not going up as much.
Well,
Almost quite a bit back.
it is,
14%,
Yeah.
yeah.
the first 2 years are only a 3% decrease of what we would get. I mean,
Yeah,
you could still be growing, but not as much.
yeah, it's a decrease in what you would have gotten,
Yes,
but we're still getting more each year,
yes.
just not as much as we would have.
Right,
So we're not
still-
going backwards, we're just not going ahead hardly at all.
Right, that third year in 2028, with the system we have now, we would be bringing $318,524. But with the new system, it's only gonna be $255,334. So there's a big difference when you get to 2028.
What are we getting, what did we get this year?
In 26 or 25?
25.
25, we got, or they estimated us at $266,711.
And you're saying in 28, we're only gonna be at 250?
Mhm.
269, so it'll grow a little,
It goes up, it's just not going
Yeah.
up hardly at all.
but not anywhere. The first 2 years, there's not much difference, but that third year, you're talking quite a bit. These are really tiny, sorry, these are really tiny lines. 300, difference between 319,000 to 255,000.
Mhm.
That's a pretty
lot.
significant difference in 2028, so those are things to keep in mind. They, with the information that they've been sending to us, they recommend keeping your budget kind of where it is right now for the next 2 or 3 years until they get everything phased out and the new stuff implemented to see where you're really gonna be, was their suggestion. That's, and if anybody wants to see that, we can make copies real quick if you guys want to take a peek at that form
I believe you.
as well, just so you can see. And it's got the schools on there, they stand to lose, it looked like about 400,000 from what it looked like over the 3 years, not all at once, of course.
So you want a copy of that?
Good thing we got that green. Vegetables.
That's right.
Supplement.
We got $1 million green.
Sure sounds sweet, one. It's got some that is pretty good.
But yeah, so they're changing the platform of the property tax and the local taxes.
Okay. So knowing all that, I guess first up, we'll just go down the line here. Town council, what's your guys' thoughts there?
We just stay.
I'm good staying, but not knowing what's coming.
You know, if we have to start watching our P's and Q's over the next few years, I mean, I'm happy with where I'm at. I mean, it's up to you. The rest of you, I'm retired.
It's nice little bonus to get every once in a while.
You know?
I'm fine where I'm at, but. If it doesn't rain, maybe relying on this more than before.
I'm eating out of Teresa's garden.
Oh, we're gonna have some nasty tomatoes, because we're doing very good.
Are we good leaving that?
Yeah.
Town attorney,
Leave it alone.
I think we need to leave that too, he's all right. He's not gonna quit, is he?
I doubt it.
Nah. Pretty easy, $1,000 to
We haven't given him a raise though.
do. He didn't give it last year.
But
He's good with it.
He'd take it up to 5,000, give him a $45 raise. Then I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know,
4,100.
4,100 there. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
yeah. there you go.
5,000.
I'm sorry, yeah. I'm serving social services on that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So is he gonna stay the same?
Yeah.
I do know somebody that has asked about that position and he decides to leave. Clerk treasurer. $45,000, increasing that, I know it doesn't, from what we read off, it doesn't get us to the average. Taking steps to get up there. Agree with that?
I remember that.
Yep. Water operator, I think what we would like to do is, I don't know how you wanna write this down, but we want a budget for $65,000. Should we have to make a move or be forced to make, I should rephrase that, should we be forced to make a move? 65 with a plan of taking the existing one to 55. So I don't know how you wanna,
Okay.
so we'll budget for 65, should we be forced into a decision where we've got to hire a new person that will take the existing, what was it, I got it right here.
55.
Yeah. Now, what was the existing one?
Oh,
52 something.
52, 2.
To 55.
Okay.
Sewer operator, we're gonna take to 53.
Yeah.
And while she's doing that, we'll talk, Assistant Superintendent Adam. What are you guys thinking there? I don't know, so we can maybe tell what he did.
Was 97,
So
85.
he got
He
something
got a
like,
raise last year, yeah.
Last year we kept it the same.
Where it was. So,
It was 21-22 weekly, November to April, and $100.79 in October. That was the same as,
how's he doing in here?
does a good job. He comes in and he does what we ask, and
I haven't heard Commissioner Aaron say anything about the park. I don't think they're unhappy with the park.
having anything.
What do y'all think?
They've been at it how many years? 10 years?
Has he?
I think. Oh, he was there when Sandy was here.
Yeah.
That's 10 years ago, or better.
Any thoughts? You're talking pennies, really.
Yeah.
You're talking, even if you did 5%, you're talking 6 cents for the November to April, $5 essentially a week, May through October. 3% or nothing.
21, 22 to what, 20?
Or you could just round it, you could just say 2150, 22.
I see.
I would go with 2250.
2250 for the weekly, November to April.
Did you say 22, Tim?
Yes, 2250.
Okay.
Can we do the same for the May through October, or?
Is that a flat like 102?
That's about 94 cents.
On top of the 179, is what you're
Yeah.
saying?
So that would be,
You just want to make it one, no, that's wrong. Want to make it 10175?
yeah.
Town marshal, I think we're good with leaving, they just got a raise, I don't think we need to leave anything there.
That was pretty significant.
Yeah, that was, I mean, her average is 25, he's at 2363, but I'm sure those people get $25 probably have a little more action than what he's got to worry about. So that'll stay the same. Same with the deputies. Deputy clerk. So, real quick, on these, so water, I guess that's actually, I think we actually preferred that, right? Did we prefer, no. That coming out of water and sewage, can we determine which one that comes out of? Or does it have to be both?
Oh,
The reason I ask is
I think
because we
you
have the
guys-
shortage on the water side more so than sewage, but have we discussed this before?
Yeah, we never found out an answer.
If it has to
Why we took it out of it to start with.
I think probably because the bills are water and sewer, so just split it up between the two
That's what
is
she
my
was
guess.
But the part-time employee may not ever work on the water or the sewer.
Oh, the part-time. Yeah. I can double check it for you if you want me to, you want to look at general?
Well, I think, because when we first were looking at this, it's when we were looking at raising the water rates and we were trying to figure out ways to lessen the impact on water.
Well, it is doing, just the fact that we're transferring that money each month helps. Just looking at that one through June. Let's see, we finally have enough that if there was a water line break or something, we probably could have the money there to replace it, so that's good news. Let's see,
Well, we just raised these three up, that's gonna dent into that.
what?
Yeah.
I mean, the three full-time employees have just dented that water again.
Yes, you're right. The water depreciation is up to $228,296. So that's good, and that's just from transferring that money over so that we can try to have that money back if a main line breaks or something. Because the last time we replaced one, it was running 200,000.
So that's paid, at least we've
So at
gotten
least,
that one.
yeah. But
Respectable.
there's also other things though too, like replacing water meters and the inspection for the tower. And then it's gonna be due, according to the utility plan that we have, it should be in 2026 or 27, it may need repainted. And that was upwards of 50,000.
50?
So that's something to keep in mind too.
What color of the paint?
Nobody gets to see it, so it doesn't matter. Or inside or outside?
Outside.
Outside. Let's paint it bright red. The big RC on it. Front of that.
I feel like that's mostly just us determining where those are paid from. I suppose, I don't know if we need to do a resolution if we changed it or not, or what, but I can find out for you
Okay.
prior to us doing the salary ordinance,
Okay.
if that helps.
Deputy, so back to deputy clerk, what is the average hours that
15 and a half,
That's it, that's
15 to
fair.
18.
First part of the month, I'm here more than I am towards the end. Once the 15th is passed, the traffic in here is pretty slow. So there's times when I work more and some less, but I'd say.
And sometimes that's based on what I need to get done too, because sometimes I just need her to cover the window if it's busy, so I can concentrate getting what I need to do. And she does a very good job at that.
So that number, I did 17 hours, average 17 hours. You said 16 or 18, so I said 17. Did 17 hours, that's at 5. Went from 13,790 to 14,469, difference of 689, just to give you what a percent looks like. That's yearly. This is the hourly rate.
What's that, 80 cents an hour? Pretty substantial.
Oh, I see you did that.
I subtracted it.
Yeah. So what I did, just to give you an idea, I did a 5% to give you a number. We're at 1560 today, 5% gets you to 1638 an hour.
It's what we did last year was 5%.
At 13,7, at the existing rate, 1560, you're at 13,790.40 for the year. At 5%, you're at 14,479, I think 92, I can't read my writing. For a delta of 689.52 for the year. For the year.
Yeah, I didn't take it out that Yeah, I was looking at
Unless I
5%
should have.
too.
No, you did all right.
You know, 5%.
That's what, you got the same.
Yeah.
The 1630, or 1638.
1638 is what I've got. That's a 5%.
Okay. Going to be sent on the part-time employees.
Who do we got part-time? We got Mike.
That's pretty much it.
Gave him 5%
We
raise.
didn't give them nothing last year.
Was it at least 5, I think? No?
We give Gina 5, we didn't give them
No, I
nothing.
said, let's give him at least, I mean,
Oh.
for this year, give him something. I think we should give him something.
1494.
Do we know how many hours we're getting out of Mike?
He rarely,
Rarely use it.
yeah, he plows snow, and if there's a, if there's a water line, you know,
Most
water
of the
leak or
times
something,
when
he
they have
helps.
flush lines, they
Yeah.
use him that whole
Use
week,
it
they
for
flush lines.
Yeah, that's right, thank
He
you.
doesn't help a mow or do anything like that, yeah.
As far as I know, he's never done mowing.
I can, let's see.
I need to have flush lights, I do that.
Yeah, and that's usually a week.
Are you guys good with 5% for
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah. How much do you, so how much is that?
So basically it's 77 cents an hour. $16.60.
So that's minimal impact. We're having no change with town marshals. We have, what's that? I wanna add these up so we see what our total budget impact is. So you're at 689.52 plus maybe $100 with Mike. Hopefully they'll start using it more, but, so let's say we're 789. Adam's getting an additional, we'll just say, what is that? $2.96. Times how many weeks are in there?
Six.
20 food times. That's 40, I mean, Adam's impact's like $50. So. Sewer operator, we're going for now 55 minus 52. So which one's that? That's solution.
It's 1872, so increase.
And then what's Aaron's?
55 minus 50. 2204 is about $2,800, 2796.
You're talking at,
That's a big number.
they changed, Apple changed the whole calculator thing and now
Yes, they did.
doesn't work at all.
Doesn't work well.
It doesn't have a C button where you can hit it and
No.
it refreshes everything. You just gotta keep hitting it back.
So, maybe that's the next glitch they're gonna fix the next update we
You know
get.
what?
It sucks.
It's too old to operate a cell phone.
That's a budget, total budget impact from salaries of 11,354.24. If we go with those numbers. So now I look at Carrie, how's that? most of that's going against, I mean, most of it is Aaron and Lucian, so you're looking at
Water and sewers don't
four
take
funds.
water and sewers don't take the biggest hit of all of them.
It should be fine because
I mean, sewer, we should be good. Water, I mean, so if it's split, $5,500 hitting our worst account, are we all good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
should be fine.
Some of these we know aren't where the average is, but we can't get them all there in a year. I feel the cops should be more than happy, you know. Aaron and, I mean, Aaron may not be happy, Lucian, there's no reason he should be happy. Okay. So were you just got, when you turn that in, then you'll just budget the 65, that's what you'll turn into the state? Okay.
Yes, I will budget for that. Right, Janet and I are gonna start budget, on Wednesday, so we'll make sure
Wednesday, next week.
this week. We'll start working on it then, so.
Okay, so now we move into budget.
No, I'm hungry too.
You look like you need pizza sauce.
They haven't even looked at
Hey,
it.
I'm down 10 pounds. Doesn't look like it,
Good job.
but a lot of stress early part of the year. Yeah. Work.
Me too.
Just quit moving ours.
If I could, I would.
Dude, we can do business for it. It's not that. I mean,
You see, you get to see what you've done.
yeah,
You're like, all right, I got that done. Now you
Just didn't
work all
sense.
week and you're like, what did I just do?
Right.
Budget.
Um, for Aaron, for water, you still have I didn't make new copies, but the utility capital improvement plan, they recommend $10,000 for hydrant replacement each year. Tower inspection, we already have scheduled for this year, we talked about that last year, so it's already budgeted this year and should take place here in '25. We took care of the iron filter at the Waterhouse last year, so that's okay. Meter replacements, they've got that, about spending $18,600 a year to replace meters, to buy, a certain number each
That's a
year.
lot.
That's a lot. That's,
Nanometers are expensive.
the tower painting, they have us trying to save $10,000 a year back for that each year. So I can budget these things if you want anything adjusted. Adjust.
Do we know when the tower may have to be painted?
On this capital improvement plan, it has it, well, I don't think we were able to save some of this money, but it originally had all the money saved at the end of '26. So it would probably be going into '27, I would guess, and not this year we're budgeting for, maybe the next year. But this improvement plan started with '22, and I don't know, and with COVID and and stuff. It seems like, from what I understood from talking to Aaron last year on this, we kind of got behind on budgeting some of that stuff because of COVID. So it may be that maybe we need to just extend that out a lot more, but I don't know. As far as the condition of the tower,
I think if you gotta wait a year to paint the outside, it ain't the end of the world.
So, yeah, okay.
I can talk to
I'm
him
good with
about-
just saving the 10,000 back for it.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't do it 27, you gotta wait till 28.
Right.
I mean, I'm up there a lot, and I remember looking out there thinking, holy cow, we gotta paint that thing.
Yeah, right.
You probably got a year or two.
Can I ask a question? We go back to meters, when you have a budget amount in there for meters. Remember the past 2 months when we have had problems getting things to transfer from the handheld? And when we called the support company, the company that normally helps us is no longer covering the census products.
True.
Could that at some point be an issue that we would have to change companies, replace all of those radios probably to make them work with the meters?
Go back
Is
to
the-
reading my site like we used to.
Is the company that makes the meters out of business, or just a company we hired to, like a support?
I thought it was the company that made the meters was
Yeah,
no
the
longer
guys-
supporting that, but
The guys have, I'm not clear on that either, but the guys have already established a
new
relationship. And they have all of that ironed out as far as new products that work with our census handheld. But, you know, it could be, I don't know how old it is as far as how long it can be updated and that kind of thing either. So
how long will
that would probably be a good
from census?
conversation for us to have with Aaron on what that
And sometime-
timeline looks like.
Ryan, since you've worked with it before, that might be something you might want to have a conversation about. We had 2 months in a row where we couldn't, I didn't think we were going to be able to print bills because it wouldn't transfer from the handheld into the computer.
The system was never here when I was here.
When you were there, okay, okay.
And I think they've got it ironed out where, I don't know if it was the radio read or the meters, but they talked to Core and Main, and then also,
Wrote down there.
is it Josh that used to be with Census?
That used to be, yes. That's
Anyway, he said, is there a new meter through them? I was thinking that
Not that I know.
that we got. They did have conversations with a couple other companies about it, and they do have in place meters that will work with what we have. And so they're starting to purchase those now, as far as when they need replacements and stuff, so. But I would have a conversation with Aaron, because I know enough to be scary, I guess, on that, and not full details. They kind of update me once in a while. I retain some of it, but not all of it, because I'm kind of doing my own thing at the same time, so.
I just didn't hear you say how much you were gonna put in that fund, and that came to mind, if we have to replace them, that would be scary.
I forget, it seems like they were about $300 a piece.
Imagine.
And we talked about budgeting like 5 a month or something like that, I don't know, or just something, anything that we could get a few replaced, or at least have some on the
I
shelf.
thought he was rolling so many a year or something, is that not right?
That's what I think that this plan is for. But I don't know how many. I feel like last year, we made a determination on that. We discussed how many we were gonna do, but I don't think it was, maybe 5. For some reason, I'm thinking 5 a month or something like that. I don't know what the math on that is.
That's
Does that sound about right? That'd be 60 times 3 is 18, yeah. I think that's right. Yeah, that's right, 18,000 to do 5 a month, to stay with their plan. So we can keep that. The one thing he asked me to bring up was the generator at the water house. He keeps calling Eva Par, they're not responding. But he's trying to get an estimate on the final repair to that generator. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, right? As far as it was supposed to be fixed previously and the person that was supposed to do it didn't do it, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, Goodrich was supposed to do it, and he wouldn't do it, and didn't do it. And Aaron had to drive down and get the manual back for the generator. And then he called Eva Bar, and that's been he said that's been numerous phone calls out of nowhere.
It won't switch on its own.
I think that's all it is, it won't switch on its own. I don't know that it won't work, it just won't switch on its own.
Correct. So without having an estimate, I don't know what to
I mean,
budget
so he
on that,
told
but
us,
it's something to
have you tell us this to budget for us, but he didn't give us a dollar amount.
He can't, he's trying to get one from Eva Bar, but they haven't responded.
I don't know, really, that can't be it.
I mean, it's been like that for how long?
Apparently ever since we moved the generator in over there.
The concern is if we have a outage, they'll need that generator to keep things going.
So we've had a generator for 15 years that's never worked.
That's my guess, that's what it sounds like.
I thought
Does
it
it
just,
not work, or just
I thought it just
manually has to go and start it?
That's how it always used to be.
I think
Let
you're-
me ask.
I think that's what it is.
I thought it was, when we met him up there, is it won't automatically switch.
Yeah,
You gotta manually.
Manually switch,
Manually switch.
so it is functional, but not
that's my
functional and
understanding.
automatic.
That's my understanding, but that's how the water house always was. You always had to go over there and
So
start
it's
it.
not like
flip
we'd
it.
be behind dry.
I don't think so.
Someone just gotta go over there and press a button.
I don't think so. But I mean, I guess,
That's like jazz.
Or turnkey.
I mean, I guess I
Okay.
can't imagine that. Excuse me, thank you. I guess I can't imagine it have been this, like, non-functional at all these years. I mean, because we put it in over there as soon as they got,
I think non-functional and doing it manually is two different things, it's
Yes.
getting confused.
because as soon as they built the sewer plant, they took the
Manual
generator
system.
out and put it over there.
Yeah.
He says no. I asked, can you manually switch the generator on, and he said no.
So we've not had a generator.
So that we have no generator at all.
And we haven't had,
And he can't do it manually, he said.
I can't believe it's sat over there.
I can't either.
Not worked for all these years.
Me neither.
Me neither.
That's kind of
Why
upsetting.
wasn't this ever?
Yes, absolutely,
Discussion.
Tim.
Yeah.
It's not on his list. Put that on his list.
That's on the calendar.
Surely at some point you would have had to use it. Surely electricity's been down at some point where you
Well,
have to use it.
you got 100 and some thousand gallons in the tower, so it's not like they have to pump water. I mean, that was the whole point when we did the water project and put the tower up, was you had to have 24 hours of water in the air.
So could we budget like, I don't know, $10,000 or something?
I mean, we don't have any idea, but it sounds like a start.
But that needs to be discussed before the $10,000 is spent and that company's told they can come and put it
Yeah,
in.
I mean, we would, they have to
Sure,
come to
Yes.
us.
Budget it,
But I was-
we're not.
He doesn't have $10,000 to spend.
Right. The only other thing in my sights was we discussed last year about the manhole liners. And because the highway project was going on, we really didn't take any action as far as that goes. As of last year, the estimate that we had to replace all of them was $53,530. And we discussed just budgeting for a few of
A
them.
few, yeah.
I feel like we're gonna have to start doing some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
we're
gonna
gonna have
be
to.
completely garbage.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're just brick and mortar.
Right.
And they
We
crumble,
talked
they're
about
gone.
doing the highway first, but we also realized that those would be the most expensive ones because of what? Traffic issues
Well,
and stuff.
some of them are because they're so deep. I mean,
Okay.
you get over on her side of town and the sewer's this deep, and you get over on Tim's side of town and it's 10 feet deep.
Oh, okay. So maybe, but yeah, we could
If we could replace
start replacing a certain number of them
five
per
of them
year.
this year.
Because I mean, you could probably do 5 on this side of town and
Yeah,
only
'cause it was-
one on that side.
Yeah, and that had been allotted before. That was supposed to have been being worked on here.
We
The
were-
5-a-year stuff.
Yeah, we talked about doing all that in that plan we had discussed.
Yes, okay, that's okay.
We just
Because I
kept
just
getting
looked
in
at that
more and
tonight.
more and more money, and
Now, would that be something just that we would be thinking about splitting between water and sewer on the manhole liners, or is that just
sewer only, I would say.
Sewer, okay. How many liners did you say?
I moved 5 out there.
I think we're just gonna, I think you're gonna have to give a dollar amount, because when you say 5, I mean, if you've got 5 that are 2 feet deep.
Right.
And that's only gonna do one that's 10 feet deep, see what I'm saying?
So the whole, all the sewers only cost 52,000?
I have down in my notes from our discussion last year, all was $53,530.
To replace every one of them.
It's not replacing,
To line.
just
To
straight
line.
line.
Right, right.
It seems,
You want to do
it seems cheap,
See, I didn't think so too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Way too low.
it seems like a half as much as it should be.
Yes.
But here,
Maybe he only had an estimate for what he needed done.
I-
So that
what-
could be a difference.
What's,
That was one of the grant ideas. I think it
Good, okay.
was way more than that.
I can't imagine somebody doing all that for 50 grand.
And the water tower takes 50 grand to pay.
Yeah. I can't imagine lining all that for 50 grand.
I think, I know, it's like, I
Are we
think,
sure that wasn't just all for just the highway? I'm not questioning you, I'm just.
No, it's
curious.
okay. I'm just trying to throw things out I know
No,
that we need to do.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
really, Lucian or Aaron would be the ones to ask, but I can definitely get more details on it.
yeah.
Because that sounds
I mean, I
like
just
a
soon
more
do, I
logical.
just soon do a fifth of them and have done in 5
Right,
years.
yeah, absolutely.
If that's all it was, you know,
Mhm.
I don't think so either.
I don't have.
I think that you're right.
I'm not questioning anybody, but I got a question that that'd be
Yeah.
real cheap.
I can
I
get
think
more
that might be
details on it.
35.
Because, I mean, we
It's
replaced,
been a couple years since I've seen the estimate for that, so I
we
don't.
replaced a lot of stuff this past year, so we hopefully will have, I shouldn't say free cash, but some cash available that we can start replacing some of those.
Yeah, because some of this stuff we're gonna have to start keeping up on because they're built in the 20s.
That's right.
So what are we good money-wise putting towards that if, I mean, if they come back and say whatever, it's gonna cost whatever, we're not gonna pay all that this year, so what is the dollar amount we would feel comfortable?
I mean, I guess I don't know, how much will they come out for? I mean, they're probably not gonna come out here and do one. You know what I mean? And it's probably cheaper to do 10.
I have a feeling that 50 whatever is for however many we said, that's probably the highway.
So that would be my guess.
It's what, 13 on the highway?
Well, I wouldn't have a clue.
I think that's what's ringing
Yeah.
in my memory, was 13 or 15 on the highway itself.
See, it'd be a little bit better than 8,000. So, yeah, that's probably about right.
That's 4,200 at manhole.
That
So
sounds better.
That's probably about right.
Well, if you did 5 of them, that'd be 22,000.
It seems like a lot, doesn't it? To do it now. But, I mean, I don't know.
I'm not in the manhole business.
That's the way it be, but I don't know what else you do about it.
I don't think there's anything.
I think that's probably cheap compared to if it ever caved in when we had.
Right.
Dig it up.
Digging them up and putting in.
Oh, if you had to dig them up, if you had to dig them up on the highway, you'd have the whole highway shut for 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah, or more.
The way they do it anymore, it'd be weeks.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
So you want to budget like 25,000 towards that this year?
It's a start.
Yeah.
You gotta do something.
And then if we find out more, when you gotta have this turned in?
Sooner the better, probably.
Well, yes, I think by the end of August, and our our first reading is September 6th, is it? Whatever our meeting is in September. So let me see if I can look here. I made a. Yeah, the end of August, August 27th is the very last date, but of course we don't like to wait till last minute. And then September 8th is our first reading. Second reading would be October 6th.
So we'll budget 25, and then if we hear something from them this week that makes us
I messaged them,
want to do.
but I don't know. All right, I've got 25 for that, I've got 10 for the generator to budget. And then the utility capital improvement plan, those estimates are down also. Chief Schroeder, I don't know if you remember when Mike Montgomery was here with Kitchell Agency, he mentioned that Ed had asked him to quote life insurance, the accident sickness, life insurance. Right now it stands at $150,000 for the fire and EMS people. He was asked them to quote $250,000 in life insurance and $500,000 in life insurance. And of course, that increases the cost. Right now, the renewal for the $150,000 will cost us $2,105 for the year. If we up that to the $250,000 in life insurance, it would cost $2,739. And if we want to go with the $500,000, it would cost the town $3,785. So he's just asking for us to consider increasing that because that was set way, way back in the day. $150,000 doesn't go nearly as far today as it did then.
Does the fire department contribute to that too? Is that just all of us? That's just us?
Town pays that solely.
The town
What's
pays
that?
it.
The town pays the premium, and the fire department don't.
I do split up, let's see. When we get that umbrella in like that, I do split that up. That and the work comp, I split over the different, let's see. Fire paid $8,000 towards our commercial policy. Well, not separately, but what we have in our fire account, we did take $8,000 from there. And then they paid about $1,100 to $1,200 on the work comp policy too, from the fire account.
Out of the taxpayer fire.
Yeah, the taxpayer fire account, not of their own funds.
Yeah, not of their own funds.
I mean, I'm definitely for at least going up to 250, I think.
Can you say
They're
that again?
volunteering.
We're talking $700 a year.
Yes.
We're talking 630 to go up to 250 or 1,600.
500. also talking about we're gonna start losing money, and you know things are gonna keep going up and up and up. Not trying to take anything away from anybody, but somewhere we're gonna have to buckle down, it sounds like. Because we know the wages are gonna go up.
That's a lot of money.
Is that a year, bi-yearly?
That's annual.
Is that going how many people's on the fire department or not? I mean, because we up that.
I think it would have to, but our numbers haven't really changed very much.
They know
Not a lot. Nobody wants to do
that.
it.
It doesn't say on here that it's based on a certain number of,
And maybe it's just an average thing.
I was just thinking about Winamac, they have a volunteer fire department, and it's a little bit bigger of a town, I didn't know how they did that.
But they have a lot less firemen.
Oh, my,
There's only like 10 guys on that
Really?
department, yes.
okay,
Yeah, it's very small as far as the
I was very
people that
surprised
are on it.
volunteer.
But they let it run.
Oh, okay,
I mean, they may get, the guy goes every run, he might get $2,500, $3,000 for it.
really?
Yeah. A lot of Pulaski counties pay by the run.
Star City's volunteer too,
Yeah, it's a little different.
figured. Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Are you good with 2739? Go to 250?
250, yeah.
We might,
634 a year increase.
And what's that come out of? General?
Just take it out, I'd take it
Well,
I would take it out of the fire department, fire.
and did you say that that is one thing? So, one thing they are gonna replace it with is fire. So you have to go get, doing that.
So it's going to be, okay.
We won't lose money
Yeah.
for the fire department.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, so that's good, okay.
We just gotta figure out what we're gonna pay the cops. So is the Lowit fund going away completely for the police?
and I don't know, right now, they're not talking about anything replacing it. So that is one of the major issues, but there's still, it sounds like they still have some conversations going on about
Nothing's-
revenue
yeah,
replacement.
nothing's
I mean, they've
set.
already passed that bill that puts all of this into effect, but it sounds like there's still some conversations about revenue replacements and things like that. And I think one of the classes, when I go next month for clerk training, there will be some discussion about some of this too. So if I learn something, I'll try to pass that along. So, okay, so what's that? Computers. We have Brand Tech now that has come in and they're doing the cybersecurity and all that for us, monitoring all of that. And they come in annually and take a look at our equipment. They're recommending a schedule where we replace 2 computers a year. We only have
2 computers?
Yeah.
6, I think, total. So you could, if you wanted to spread it out farther, you probably could, but the 2, let's see, fire department had 2. Ed said the one, he didn't, the oldest one, he doesn't want to replace. So that was fine. Sewer is probably the oldest. It's not capable of updating the windows on it at this point. It's too old, it definitely has to be replaced. So that one would be at the top of the list for replacement. I don't have my estimate yet. He's supposed to be giving me an estimate for what those replacements would be. Lucian said it didn't matter if it was a desktop or a laptop. So I think they were gonna quote me both, but I don't have a quote yet on it, so I'm gonna have to follow up on that. But October 14th is the date by which Windows will be an issue for that machine, so I'm definitely going to have to replace his this year. So we won't need to worry about budgeting for that, for his, because it'll be replaced. But after that, there's just Gina and I have computers, and of course Aaron has one here. The police have one, and fire department has one. So you could do one a year if you wanted. But definitely sewer is one we'll want to take care of here in 25, but we could at least schedule, if it's okay, or maybe budget one a year or two a year. I would think if we only have 6 total, would you think one
Wanted to be enough.
would last at least 6 years?
Also, the ones for yours and mine and Aaron's all new at the same time.
And that's been within the last, what, 5 years,
poses a
4
problem.
years?
We've had them for,
It's been 4 or 5, I think.
Should we have, let's see.
Been longer than that?
oh, you're right, 4 or 5, yeah. But this is her second term, and it was
Yeah.
about in the middle of Katie's, so
Yeah.
yeah, probably.
21 and 22.
Why don't you get
are
a
years
quote
they
to
were
replace 2 of them this year?
For
See what they
26,
come out at.
for 26.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know last time you guys got a hold of somebody at Winnemac for it, and it was so expensive. Do you remember what the name of that place?
Willie DeGroot?
Yeah, DeGroots. And I don't know what Willie, I mean, call him again and tell him, give him another chance. Do you know what I'm saying? I
Even in
mean,
business?
I think so.
No.
Huh?
North end of town.
Yeah, north end of town,
Where he,
Haley's.
Yeah, they used to eat it.
They were last year, I went by Dayton last year, that's all I know.
They were
So,
Like June or
They were
January.
not
these
nice
two.
people to work with.
I
Huh?
mean, 5 years is getting pretty old for my computer nowadays with how often Windows stops doing
I
updates.
would think, because we have office supplies operating, we have,
So with
usually
fire,
what's budgeted, we could afford to do that in a normal year anyway. I would think.
okay,
I mean, how expensive do you think?
I mean, nowadays, just a regular laptop, I would think is $800.
Hmm.
I'm not buying MacBooks.
Oh.
So you don't need anything.
Oh, I was gonna say 3,000.
Oh,
We've got to get Gina's updated too. She has an issue with regard to the windows on hers. It needs updated.
you can.
But hers can be updated. Hers is still compatible to be able to do that.
Does BrandTech coordinate like actual purchasing of the computer?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, he's
Seems
supposed to be
like they
getting
would.
an estimate, so.
Okay.
But you want me to get a quote from DeGroot too?
If they're not easy to work with and if you guys are not compatible with them and it's not gonna be a good thing, no. Because you need to have somebody that you're comfortable working with and they're gonna work with us. I mean, and if that's not the way it is, sorry,
Yeah,
really.
I would let BrandTech handle it as much as possible.
Me too.
Because
They're
they
getting paid
have
anyway.
done a super
Yes.
job as far as being
Yeah.
responsive
Yeah.
and stuff, so.
No big deal.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. We've already talked about life insurance, dental insurance, and our regular medical. The health insurance itself had no increase, it actually went down 5% this year.
How's that work?
Yeah, exactly. The dental went up less than $2 a month. And then life insurance. I feel like the life insurance was. I think it's the same too. Doesn't look like it's really changed either, so that's all good. We do have to budget for our Microsoft licenses. Those are like a little over $2,200 annually. And that will be either through IT Partners Plus, who helps set those up for us, or it'll be through Brand Tech. The gentleman with Brand Tech thought that he maybe could do it less expensive, so we're under a 3-year contract with IT Partners, but I talked with them and they said that all they needed was a letter, I think, so many days, like maybe 60 days prior to cancellation, so I plan on doing that, canceling with them and just going with Brand Tech. I'll see if he can get me a quote on that too, so that I know what we're looking at before I cancel with the other. But that's something we'll have to budget for as well. I think that's all the items that I have at the top of my radar.
Do we need to budget for things to do in the park?
Everything,
I mean,
everything that we've talked about for the park board has got the money there.
I was talking about like doing the flooring,
Oh.
pavilion, and moving along with that. Do we need a budget for that? I mean,
That would be out of general.
yeah, I mean, does that need to go in on a line item somewhere? I mean, we were talking
Me too, so.
$20,000, time we got all done.
Mhm.
I'll be taking some of that out of the, yeah, well, you all.
See, I thought that was almost all paid for, isn't that paid for through, didn't we already allot that out with the chat fund, did we do that already?
I didn't think
No?
so.
Okay, I'm
Just
sorry.
the doors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just the doors we took
Okay,
out
I'm
of that fund.
And it wasn't all out of it, was it?
No.
That was two different.
Yeah, because part of it was the water house, so we had those separated a little bit there.
Mess with this over here, Lucian and Aaron's office. This coming year or something, we need to look into that. You know, that's falling.
Well, do they know how to drywall?
Well, that's not the only issue.
Oh.
It's all over the plaster and lath and,
There's
I
gotta
mean,
be a leak somewhere, because there's one down.
Yes.
yeah, see, I mean, it's something we gotta have to, that's what sooner
The
than
last
later.
time that we got the storm and there wasn't a tornado
It
warning.
was a Thursday when the tornado thing went off, and the wind was coming sideways, and it
Well,
blew up under the somewhere.
In their office or here?
The trim between our office and
Oh, yeah,
theirs.
Yeah.
The one, not the door right at our office, but the second doorway, you know, before you step down, it just started pouring in along that trim. I was working and I thought, there's something dripping. And I turned around
I
and
don't
I'm
know,
like,
just,
oh.
it's just, I
And
think,
then it just started pouring.
I think there's gonna be some significant cost to fix that, but, I mean, we can't, it's not like we tear it down and do something else.
Do we put so much money to try to fix it this year? Do we put, say we want to set so much aside this year and next year?
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds like the first thing we need is get the roof fixed.
And Aaron said something about it, he does it certain times, it's like when you get a storm, like I said, this water was blowing
From
sideways.
sideways, yeah.
And
Okay.
it doesn't do it every time, it's the way the wind blows it up under there.
I mean, I can see that costing a heck of a lot of money. One time you rip all that plaster and lath out, and like Aaron said, you're probably gonna take those great big windows out and, you know, block in and put a normal window in there at that time. Somebody's gonna have to block it all up from being out, you know, the outside, redo the inside. I mean, I don't know, I'm guessing, I could see 30,000-40,000 spent in there. And, you know, the carpet's junk, it gets all ripped out, and something linoleum or something to that effect, not a carpet, put back.
Yeah, I think the same thing we're putting in the park.
You could.
Yeah.
I mean, just something, you know, because you walk in from the shop with your dirty shoes and things like that. you know. I don't know, it's just something to think about. I mean, I don't know, we got a budget for it, but it's a couple of big items that we were thinking about doing that
Are the lights in our office that need to be on the budget?
The lights in the entire building, I got an email from Duke Energy about they have that program for replacing lights in business for 80% discount, and that's just, I'm assuming, for the product itself. I assume you still have to hire someone to install. But I had sent it, I forwarded it to Aaron to ask if it was something that he might be interested in heading up.
If we put LED
Since
lights in
that's
there, probably
kind of
save
his
light bill.
field, not mine.
Because I'm sure these are old TV fluorescent.
The ones in our office, about half of them are out, and if I understood properly,
We have 7 lights up there and 4 of them work.
when the
20,000.
bulbs were replaced, they went out again, so I assume it's the ballast, and they said they can't get the parts anymore,
It's
so.
expensive.
So they will eventually need to replace. I know Lucian and Aaron bought lighting for their office. They did replace their 2 overhead lights a couple weeks ago with some LED lights, and they're pretty nice, so.
And we could probably, I mean, them guys can surely put lights on.
I was saying, if they did it in their office, why can't they do it in the whole
Yeah,
building?
they can surely.
I would think that would be.
I mean, it's not like they gotta all be done in the same month. I mean, just as you get
Well,
time.
It's an
put lights
app,
on.
change one.
Yeah,
Let's have him check on the Duke thing. If they can get us the lights for
Mhm.
80% off.
Isn't that what they do, they give you the product cheaper?
I think that's what it is. I don't
They
know. That's why I
replace the
wondered
lights.
if he wanted to check into it.
They give you, yeah, they do the 80%, but you have to install them.
Yeah.
So since they're going to install them, or they have the capability
Yeah,
of
it can't
doing
cost a
that, that
lot.
should be a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
So this is like a good deal.
But they can do that too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They may have to paint, but they,
Oh, yeah,
but
sure.
that can be done.
No. Just someone, do you just want me to ask him to do that, or do you guys want to let him know that you want
Well,
him
I
to
got
do
it on my list here, so I gotta talk to them.
Because I'm not really in charge of him, I don't want to tell him what to do. I want,
No,
you know.
I get it. No.
But you want me to call Duke and get details on what we can do?
You could, that would help him out,
Yeah, okay,
because
I can do that.
I've got an email I could maybe forward to you.
Okay. And since we're a business, are we eligible?
It was for businesses, I think, so I think it would be.
Maybe for municipalities, it might be a little bit less too. Ask and try.
So do you want to try to set aside?
I mean, whatever everybody else wants to do, I mean, I just.
Well, I think, I agree, something's gonna have to be done eventually in that area.
I mean, I don't know, that- I mean, it's almost like when you start taking plaster and lath down, you're committed, you know?
And you don't know what's back there.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when we get there, we're committed to do something, you know? And I realize we're gonna have to do something, but I don't know what everybody wants to do and when. You a construction guy too?
How much construction is Lucian and Aaron do?
I don't know, I mean, I mentioned that, and like Aaron said, you know, like, you're probably gonna want the windows taken out and lock them in, and he's not gonna be able to do that, and I get that.
If Mike is, Mike's remodeling homes now.
Yeah.
Went down on 35 and working on it, and they just put all the windows in.
Yeah, that's true, that's a thought.
But you also, from what I mean, he may not know how to do something like that, so.
Well, and, I mean, if our guys could do some of it, I mean, I realize you can't do it all. When you got it all exposed, and and then you get a water leak, and then what do you do? You know what I mean?
Mike can do all that, he's a hand, I mean, yeah. So that might be,
Yeah.
Anybody can demo.
Yeah,
Anybody
oh,
can
yeah,
demo.
yeah, that's right,
yeah, we can do that on Monday night after meeting.
It can be a stick and dynamite, I'm
Ten for that, 10 for
I
this.
think these guys will be.
We got the Chet fund, part of that over there.
So we have enough chat money, if we spend 10, is there another 10 over there for the chat money? Because I don't think so.
Close.
It wasn't near,
We had 19 in there and
we spent some.
we just spent 10. So there's probably 9.
Yeah, so we don't have 10 to spend. So
We spent 10 on this. Chet?
No.
Oh, we did the
10 on
doors.
doors. And that's probably gonna be 20 next year. I mean, it was 18 something this year, right? Do the floor over there. So it's probably gonna be 20 next year.
I'm hoping that the floor underneath it's not bad.
I think doing what we're doing, it won't matter, I don't think. I mean, even if it's cracked or whatever, this epoxy will seal it
Seal
in.
it. Good,
I mean,
okay.
it was just when people were wanting to take it down, just polish it and paint it.
Yeah, okay.
It's probably
okay.
not gonna be that
Right,
great to do that, but doing this is,
take care of it.
I'm sure will
Okay.
be fine.
It'll cover any.
Yeah, any blemish.
We had a crack this wide going through our garage.
Yeah, you probably can't see it, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's good
Like a
stuff,
new floor.
okay.
yeah.
Sounds good.
So you want to try,
How much do we get in that chat money, do you know off the top of your head?
1,700, I think, and 2,300
So you might as well budget,
or something.
you might as well budget 15 for the floor over there, at least.
15 for that and 10 for, at least try to set aside 10,000 for that.
That'd be a start. And you know, I don't know if that turns into a couple-year project.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean? It's not like people are in and out, in and out, in and out. It's functional enough for them, it's okay as we move along, you know?
Get it torn out and sealed up and that'd be good. I mean, for a little bit, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
just to
I
get
mean,
it done.
And,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I think that can be a work in progress. If everyone wants to do it with that. I mean, I don't care.
Well, that'll give you time to get a quote,
Yeah,
to see what's actually wrong, what it would
Yeah.
take to fix all of it.
yeah.
because that roof doesn't sound good.
Well, I don't think it'd be too bad, because they're just saying that's where the buildings come together.
Oh, okay.
That little
Okay,
place,
I know what you're talking about now.
I mean, yes, and that's not gonna be terrible, but, I mean, has this roof ever been looked at lately, or, I mean,
Right now, it hasn't been for around 15 years.
I mean, it's not like we climbed up areas. I mean, you know, if we had to re-roof this whole place, that'd be
A lot of money.
a lot of money. It's probably,
All right, so we'll set aside 15 for that,
you know,
10 for this area over here, 15 for the park floor,
just break that down to transferring a certain amount per month or something over to like a construction fund or something?
Probably, yeah. We probably don't have a city building construction fund, do we?
I'm not sure,
Repairs and maintenance.
but
I-
we can, I'll figure it out.
Building maintenance, I would think we can.
We have repair and maintenance, yes, definitely, in general repairs and maintenance. But that's budgeted annually, so it's not like it can really, I can't really ask for it this year, because then I'll just have to ask for it next year anyway. So it's just a matter of not spending all of the general fund, which we don't do anyway, so. But if you want to set it aside, then I'll probably need to make some kind of a transfer over to a construction fund or something so that we know it is set aside and saved from this year going forward.
Okay.
I'll check on that and see what we can do about that. And Doug, do you want the 15,000 for the park pavilion though budget?
Yes.
And the other you just want set back for the commission? Okay.
Yeah, I think we need to do that, pavilion for around what everybody else thinks.
We have
Right, so that'd be nice.
Because I don't want to heat it all winter again.
No. And it's only gonna be more expensive next year after we wait for a winter.
Yeah.
So we need to get it done. Well, Jasmine,
She's about to.
She's about to blow
like,
up.
I'm ready to starve to death.
Maybe no one's getting tired of sitting here.
That's right. Well,
We do have money in CDs also. Don't know if that's
Well, I was kind of
interests
thinking that
anybody.
if we can get a price on everything and we have the money, would it be beneficial to do the floor this fall?
Oh, in the pavilion?
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Oh, yeah.
I just like to have it done.
And move just budget that extra 15 that we're gonna put for the park, just start setting it aside along with the 10,000.
Oh, for that.
I mean, if we're just setting it aside each month, we're not losing anything, not spending on anything, we're just saving.
Yeah, I'd be good with that as soon as the last people are
So
out
we
of
don't have
there.
to eat it, right?
Yeah, they would, yeah, because we're not gonna heat it, so.
So you're thinking about,
Well, I'm thinking
We can find some.
if we have the money this year, would it make sense to do it this year to save us the cost of heat it all
yes.
winter?
You're still getting, it's working on about 15%,
Yeah.
according to the letter we got.
So I gotta start burning wood at home.
I did
I
have,
have to.
We all are.
I'll start burning corn and something like
It's easier to chop wood.
I did.
Oh, throw a cob in there once, so that seems kind of easy. I'd rather throw a cob in and chop.
that. I'll burn corn. Stop with that.
There you go.
So do you want to budget, or not budget, but put aside the 25?
I say we put aside
25,000?
25 next year,
Okay.
if we can afford the park for this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt us to have some money set aside for maintenance.
No.
I'm trying to think. On the leaf back,
Mm-hmm.
we ended up doing that.
Half out of sewage and Half out of,
sewage, and
you need a motion.
Wasn't not transportation.
funded.
I will.
MV,
Yes.
half MVH and half sewer.
Okay.
Because Tim made the
So-
motion.
You could,
Yeah,
your CCI that we talked about using for the
Yeah.
HVAC, there's a $16,000 CD, but even without that, there's $63,272 in the CCI.
I would say we're up to
So you could,
Yeah,
if we had to, we could do an additional appropriation and
Yeah.
ask for the money to do the floor.
that'd be great.
I say we
Yeah.
go, move forward with the floor this fall,
Yeah.
save us the energy cost over the winter. It's ready to go for spring next year.
They would have raised that building anyway, don't they?
They blow the lines
I
out,
mean, they built the line.
put stuff in the stools, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have a reason to heat it.
No.
Does, yeah. Yeah, I'm good, I'm
Do
good with that.
you,
So is that on the agenda next?
That's what I was gonna
month,
say,
And then we can vote on it
because
and get
put
it
it on
moving.
I've already got a couple of additionals on for next month, but
Yeah, might as well. We might as well at least vote on it, if that's what we're gonna do.
do we need to, could you double check, make sure the estimate's still good for that price, or what do we do?
I'm good with it, but
Yeah, I don't know who,
we're gonna sit here and designate who's gonna.
yes,
Make
please,
the-
Yes,
please.
Who's gonna do what here, so we
Thank
don't
you.
have an issue.
You run with it. You started it.
Well, I will tell you, I mean, I can, and I've still got the quotes in there, one through Miller's flooring, and then the one from
Grand Industrial.
Grand Industrial, thank you. But what's his name that we were working with, no longer works there.
you want
Now, whether they've got a new person in place or not, I mean, I can call and find out.
I don't think we want this stuff up, you know, I think we want this stuff sprayed up the sides.
Up the sides, which was a lot more money.
I know, but I think
Yeah,
we're gonna be better
yes,
after.
you will, because it's a once and done.
Yeah,
The other will last 10, 12 years or more, but by not heating the building, it may not last that long, the glue may pop.
Right.
So
Yeah,
Let's
kind
do
of
the
an
spray up.
energy
yeah.
spray
to?
up.
I'll just contact the two people that I got estimates for, but
Yeah.
I know Grand Industrial has had some changes in their
Okay,
people, so.
Maybe they're still on it.
fantastic. Yeah, tell them we wanna do it this fall.
Yeah, would there be anything wrong with, doing like a conference type call, or a call on speaker where you and Aaron are both in the call?
I'll just call and ask them to
so
send them to me. The two that I've got, ask if they're still, I can look on them and see if there was a time limit on them. And if they're still good, then
Sure.
we're good to go. If they're not, then we'll have to start this.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. When's the last person we usually rent at?
End of September.
Oktoberfest.
It'll be open Oktoberfest, so.
Oh, yeah.
But the last that we collect rent for is the end of September.
So in other words, after Oktoberfest, they got to go ahead and go
After the
ahead.
first Saturday in October, which I think is the 4th this year.
Okay.
And then ready to go to 6 to put it down. I mean, you know what I'm saying, really, because it's getting late and we're gonna have to start heating it if we don't.
I don't think we're worried about heating it because, I mean, the tile's just gonna come up, we're taking it off anyways,
Okay.
you know. But I mean, it's gonna
We
have,
don't even use that building.
The water
Oktoberfest.
lines.
We did last year. They thought, we've considered doing
That was a church and they.
a euchre tournament or a bingo thing in there
Okay,
this year.
for this year, okay.
during the Oktoberfest.
$6.
We're trying to find ways to use it to get people to be like, oh, we should utilize this building.
Yeah, I mean, if we get the floor so it looks nice and we get rid of that, someday get rid of that stupid green counter. Make it look normal, be
Yeah.
fine.
Would help a lot.
How much was that for that part? It was a lot for that part?
Yeah.
Okay.
My price countertops.
Oh, maybe next year.
It is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
How long?
Is that
Yeah, it's countertops are.
I just remodeled my kitchen not too long ago, so I don't know what it costs. Couldn't remember.
Okay.
This was just going with cheaper like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Let's see. One last page. If I do it. Here it is. Okay, so, electric is looking like 3.5% increase. Natural gas is at 8%, but you're saying you got something that's at 15? Okay, and phone, 2%. This is what those were looking like for this year when I checked on those.
You haven't got wood, I'm telling you, Tricia. I've seen how you've got wood.
It's fine.
Okay.
All right, we got everything from us? If there's anything that comes up tomorrow, let me know. and
Yeah, I'll be around till about 2 tomorrow, and I'm gonna skip in the country.
All right.
For like weeks?
No,
Oh,
just for mine.
oh. All I know anything about it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I told her I could do it, she said good.
Yeah, okay. I make a motion to dismiss. Get the heck out of here and go home.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm going to the Hartford Fair, you ever been there?
Hartford.
Hartford, Michigan.
So you just need, so I checked the one that we said. I said, who was here,
Straight up
and then you just
31,
need to
jump on
sign.
I-94 and
Hey,
back.
real fast, I need you guys to sign that.